Hello FlossTube Stitchers. I'm Shelly at Just Stitching Inc. here in Northeast Ohio, where it is apparently still sweater weather. I know it's May because the calendar says so, and also because social media is filled with references to Stitch Mania. Welcome back to my channel for our 5th video. Today I'm sitting next to a pegboard wall in our fabric cutting area that I affectionately call the monthly wall. There are many wonderful monthly series out there, and I have some charts and models to show you that will hopefully entice you to stitch more than just Halloween and Christmas. You know who you are. So I'm going to start with hands-on design, A Year of Celebrations that originally was published in Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine in 2014, and now they're all available in one chart. Then February is from Little House Needleworks, and her series has 2 months per packet along with the suggested Classic Colorworks thread. This was stitched by my framer, Bonnie. Then for March, I'm going to show you the new series, Monthly Squared, from Wendy at From the Heart. This is April from the Cross-Eyed Cricket collection, and this was stitched by Carol Leonard. All right, for May, I'm going to show you the second installment of Square Dance from Heart and Hand. For June, here is the Mason Jar from the What's in the Jar series by Needle Bling Designs, and it uses some fun glow-in-the-dark fiber for the fireflies. Also for June, I have the Prairie Schooler. This was stitched by Sharon Durkansky. And now that March and April have been reprinted by Hoffman Distributing, all 12 months are available again. Okay, then for July, I have this little sailboat from Stony Creek, and the frame is also from that company. Another hands-on series from a few years ago called A Year in Chalk also has a July design that's not patriotic, so that is appreciated by customers so that everything doesn't always look the same for that month. All right, also for July and August, I'm going to show you a fun series of sheep from Collection Tra La La, and I have a funny story that goes along with this. So when the series first came out, I wanted to use it for my Friday's Fave, and I thought it would be fun to write the text in French. So I used iTranslate, and something looked a little fishy with the translation, so I did a reverse translation. Now, on the front of the chart, it says "Mouton au fil des mois," which means sheep over the months, which is fine. But apparently in my text, I used the phrase monthly sheep series. And what it translated to was menstrual sheep. So, word to the wise, always triple check your translation. All right, and also from August, we have this cute little whale from Heart in Hand Needle Art's Joyful Journal series. This was stitched by Kate Fulton. For September, this series is from Sue Hillis, Dessert of the Month, stitched by Carol Leonard. And by the way, these are not in here permanently. A lot of these stitchers choose to use 1 or 2 frames. A lot of times it's black or brown or red or green, and you can kind of do the whole series and pop them in and out of a few colors rather than investing in 12 different frames, so that works out really nicely. But if you wanted to do the whole series together, it would make a great gallery wall, like in a hallway or a guest room, and all frames would be identical and you would leave them up all year. So that's a fun idea too. Alrighty, where was I? That was September. All right. October, we have the Teapot series from Just Another Button Company, and the chart is free with purchase of their button pack. Another one that shows September and October is from Fireside Originals. I just love those swirls. I want to do both of these, but there's so many different options for fabric and fiber that I can't decide. So what this Stitch Mania is doing for me is making me finalize decisions. So maybe one of these will get done this month. Oh, and Carol Grant is the new owner of Fireside Originals, so the newer designs were done by her. And she is one of the co-owners of Cross My Heart in Columbus, who joined us a few years ago as a shop in our North Coast Tour to Stitch in October. So shout out to Cross My Heart. Now we're up to November. And this is also a hands-on design. The book is called Well, Hello There, and all the designs are in one book for your convenience. I just love that houndstooth button. It's so detailed. And then no monthly series would be complete without the cottages from Country Cottage Needleworks. I think the December one is really sweet. All right, so that takes care of the monthlies. And I have a shout out to Shelly Justy from Erie, PA, who found us on FlossTube and decided to take a road trip out here to spend her birthday money. So it was really fun meeting her in person. And she was carrying around the Stitch Mania journal from Jody Smith. And I asked to see it. I wanted to see it up close and personal. So every page has the option for you to list what you stitched the design on. If you changed any colors, you could do a before and after photo or put swatches of your fabric and thread. So I just wanted to see it up close. And it turns out that she had 2 copies. She had purchased one for herself, and then a friend bought one for her unknowingly. So she brought it along with her. She thought she might meet someone along the way who would want one. So she offered it to me, and I decided to make it part of our giveaway this week. So we have that. And I'm adding the sticker plates from Lindy Stitches and Amy Brecken's vinyl cling sticker. A stitch a day keeps the crazy away, that you can put in your car window or your kitchen window or sewing room or wherever you would see it most often. So all you have to do is put "me please" along with any other comment that you want to make. Oh, and last week's giveaway was, low battery. Last week's giveaway goes to Kaylee Rose, and her comment to me was, "Happy belated birthday. I love 40 count linen. Thank you for the stitchy kindness." So she is going to get a pack of hand-dyed 35 to 40 count linens. So email or Facebook message me your address and I'll get this out to you, Kaylee. Congrats. And then it's time for my Stitchy Mania. So on day 1, I stitched Heinzitz mini block bees from start to finish. I don't know why it took me I don't know why I waited so long, since it didn't take me long to stitch. I already had the frame in my stash. This is just in there temporarily. Don't think my framer didn't do a perfect job of getting that straight. I have this habit of not sewing the buttons on right away, so sometimes things will sit there forever, and my framer will be like, "Hey, I have the frame already. When are you going to finish sewing the buttons or beads on. So this has been good for me. On day 2, I worked on Busy from Shepherd's Bush, and I'll put it on this so you can see this up close. It's on light sand 32 count, which is a really pretty color, but when I put it up close, it washes out, but I want you to see the really cute hat button. And I love Shepherd's Bush designs. I'm attracted to the delicate nature of them, but that's also the part that I don't like, all those strands that have to be wound under and the little tendrils, the confetti stitches out in the middle of nowhere. So I am so proud of myself. This is the back. It is completely finished, nothing left to do. So I'm excited about that. They have a whole series. Did you hear my heat come on? Or the air? I don't know what. I have it set on auto. There's a whole series of them. These were done by my framer. So this is Lucky. And then we have Spooky. And she also did Thankful. So now that I know they can be finished so quickly, I might be more tempted to do some of the other kits in that series and get all of them on display. Alrighty, then on day 3, I stitched French Country Strawberry on 36 count Sand Edinburgh from Picture This Plus. And again, let me put it on the board so you can get a better look at it. I thought this fabric gave it kind of a vintage tea towel effect. I did change all of the colors to Weeks Dye Works Begonia, Garnet, Moss, and Scuppernong. Although the colors that Judy chose were beautiful as well, I thought this would go better with my strawberry collection that I already had. Then on day 4, I worked on Barbara Anna Designs Halloween ornaments. I chose to start with the pumpkin, although I do plan on doing all 4. And I think I'm going to try to finish it on this little pumpkin chalkboard that was in my stash. Day 5, I have not had time to stitch yet, and I think I'm going to be tired when I get home. So the 18 count linen and pearl cotton in the Santa's reindeer kit from Bent Creek, I think will be a nice break from the higher count linens. I forgot to tell you my tip. So the Shepherd's Bush kit uses silk, and I always feel that silk threads are a little slippery and don't stay where you put them. And I don't want any threads to pop when the framer or finisher is working with them. So I use a Bargello tuck, which is a needlepoint stitch, to tie off the tails. So I run my thread through a couple stitches on the back, then I wind it around a thread and keep going a couple more, and it just gives you a little more secure tuck for the tails. Alrighty, goodness, I think I'm to new merchandise. And what I'm gonna start with is what I forgot last week, which is the fabric for the Peacock and Fig series. So this is basalt, and this is light basalt. They're 2 of the 6 colors that were called for. Then we got an order from Fabric Flair. So these are 14 count. These are 16 count. The polka dot is a 14 count. That would be a great color for Easter or even Halloween. Then we got 28 count wood for that farmhouse cottage look. Needle Bling Designs had a new chart at Market that called for that. And then this is fairy dust with a little silver sparkle running through it. So that's that. Okay, check my notes. I think I got through everything, and I'm about to time. So I'm just going to say thanks for watching, and have a great day, everyone. Have a great week, everyone, is what I meant to say. The day is almost over. Bye.